I said, these are among the most difficult. What reconciles these seeming contradictions? You'll be given two facts which appear to contradict each other. Remember that the first step, the most important step, is to identify to yourself what does a paradox question look like, and you're reading the question stem first and looking for the words like paradox, reconcile, best explains. Let's have a look at an example. Okay, if we look at question 55, recently many people in a certain county have stopped buying the apartments. Oh, I've broken the golden rule again. What did we want to do? We wanted to look at the answers, the question stem first, and we see the words best explains, and we have two trends here in the argument itself, and we're looking for something which best explains what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to open up another poll and have a look. As I say, these are among the most difficult, so don't get too worried about it, about this question, about getting the right answer to this question. Just have a look and see if you can see what seems to be the most convincing answer. To get an answer, to come up with an answer within the 2-minute time period, because of the way that, you know, if you haven't got a strategy in mind, you end up reading back and forth, having a look, trying to find the answer. And we've just got answers in under the wire there, and the correct answer here is actually answer choice E. Okay, but as I said, don't worry too much if you found this to be a difficult one, because it certainly is a difficult one. Paradox questions are giving you two trends. What are our trends here? We've got a trend that many people have stopped buying new apartments. So that's trend 1. And then trend 2 is the average price of a new apartment has almost doubled. A paradox question asks you, well, which of these facts, which of A to E, if they were true, would reconcile these two trends together? The tempting wrong answers will be ones that seem to address just one of the trends. The correct answer will be one that ties the two trends together. So here we're saying people in the county have stopped buying new apartments, so that's one trend. The average price has almost doubled. Well, this is exactly the opposite of what you would expect with classical economics. You would expect that if people stop buying apartments, then the prices go down. But we're looking for something which ties these two together and explains it. Okay. In anticipation of low demand for new apartments, there's been a large decrease in construction. So what has the large decrease in construction done? The large decrease in construction has reduced the supply of the total supply of new apartments, and therefore, or anticipated supply of new apartments, and therefore it's caused the price to increase. So the construction companies have overcorrected, and they've given us an answer. They've stopped building to such an extent that the prices are actually increasing rather than decreasing. The price was based on an expectation of a certain future level of construction. Now that that certain future level of construction is not taking place, the price has gone up. Now, the tempting wrong answer in a paradox question, and that in this case certainly is C, is one which seems to explain some of the puzzle, but doesn't really go far enough. So C is the most tempting wrong answer choice. The market for new apartments has been unaffected by current economic conditions. Well, if the market for new apartments has been unaffected by current economic conditions, then why has the price doubled? The level of price is related to the current economic conditions, and the market is related to the market for new apartments. It's a symptom of the market for new apartments. So to say that it's been unaffected doesn't really explain why it's increased. It's tempting because it seems to say something about the lack of a link between the people stopping buying the new apartments, the high taxes, the high rate of unemployment, and the decrease in price. But it doesn't really give us an answer to why the price has increased. So, as I said, we didn't, we haven't yet got to the point of establishing a strategy. So the most important part of looking at this question is to be able to say, okay, what kind of question is that? You see the words best explain the increase, and you should think it's a paradox question. Okay, let's go on to look at the next type of question. The next type